another independent, fabulous man, the creator of my t-shirt. Voice for the people. Here we have another one, Sam Kofalt.
Thank you, Marcella. My name is Sam Kofalt, and I have an exemption. I am exempt from wearing a mask because I can critically think. Yeah. I've actually done the research, and I know that masks are very harmful to you. That all of you wearing masks should do your research too. Here's the website, themodelhealthshow.com/maskfacts. There's an easy one to remember. Another is questioningcovid.com. So there's lots of resources out there for you to learn on your own instead of just go along with the flow with everyone else. They'll just go on the trend, whatever the trend is, and not think. Most people go through life like in autopilot. They don't ever think for themselves. They don't ever question the way that things have been going. And so I've been awake for 14 years now. I'm 35. That's a long time. The majority of my adult life, I've been critically thinking, researching everything that I can to find the truth, get to the truth of everything. And what I found is like most people don't want the truth. They want to believe what they want to believe and disregard the truth and not look into your evidence, no matter how rock solid it is. And so I found a lot of truths in that time that I really feel obligated to share, and why I'm running as an independent candidate in the Surrey-Guildford riding. So my flyers are back there on the table if you want one, but we need lots of help, lots of help. But aside from that, because all I have is my mother helping me right now, and maybe one more volunteer on Monday, but we need people to help us, get us votes, get us out there in the community. Like, we might not make an impact that way, but at least you can vote in your own way. Anyways, so I've learned a lot of things this year. I've attended over 20 protests this year. And the main thing that I've learned is that viruses are not transmissible or pathogenic. They're at the site of disease, but are not the cause of disease and never have been. So for that, I highly recommend reading the book, What Really Makes You Ill, looking at the work of Dr. Thomas Cowan, Dr. Andrew Kaufman, who else? The late David Crow. And so all these people have really exposed all the instances throughout history of how viruses have never actually caused infection, and that germ theory is a lie. It's a lie, and all of Western medicine is based off of germ theory. The reality is that terrain theory is the far superior theory that really shows you how your body truly works. What you put into and onto your body is a reflection of your health.
Yes.
So carbohydrates make you sick and fat, and our society is built on that. Our society, like vaccines, are completely obsolete if germ theory is a lie. You cannot put something into a sick person to make them healthy. You cannot inject someone with poison, which are documented ingredients of vaccines, that will hurt you. So all vaccines, no matter what they are extremely harmful. And for that, I recommend the book Dissolving Illusions, or the other book, The Poison Needle. And also What Really Makes You Ill. And they really expose how they've always been snake oil in a needle, and it bypasses your immune system to make you sick. So that's a massive lie. So my 3 favorite books to really completely change your life would be What Really Makes You Ill, Let Justice Be Done at letjusticebedone.com. It's all about sovereignty. And then the third one is The Rise and Fall of the Piston Engine. And all these books can be found for free or online. So The Rise and Fall of the Piston Engine really talks about how oil is a giant monopoly and cartel that has taken over the world, and we can be on far superior engines and fuels than what we are currently running on. And that petroleum is really the bottom of the barrel of what's available, but because it's so plentiful and cheap, they get to exploit it and sell it to us like diamonds. So anyways, I've uncovered a lot of these things. So sovereignty is the next important thing. You may believe yourself to be a free citizen of Canada, but a citizen is actually an employee of the government. You actually belong to the corporation of the Crown, which is owned by the Vatican. So you're not even truly free, even though you think you are, until you've asserted your sovereignty and reclaimed your title. You are not free. You think you are, but you are actually subject to the 2012 forced vaccine law that the BC government has instituted. Since 2012, they can force medicate and vaccinate you if they decide that that is in your best interest. And of course, it would be in any case. So you really need to learn about sovereignty and what that truly means in your life. And there's many groups that are working to have a new constitution, such as Sovereigns United or Unify the People. Anyways, there's so much that you don't know that you really should be aware of, and so I want to encourage you to critically think and understand the bystander effect. The bystander effect says that most people in a crowd will just think that someone else will handle something, that if they see something happening, that just leave it be. But you have to be the hero in your own life. And a great book on this is The Lucifer Effect. And he really detailed how all these instances in history where people, they have to think with their heart, be heart-centered, and really like always be the change that they want to see. So yesterday I saw someone spit on someone when we were on the march, and then I chased after him to take his photo, and then he assaulted me. And the VPT weren't too interested in actually pursuing charges on this guy. Even though there's video evidence and eyewitnesses that saw this happen, they weren't too interested. So it doesn't matter. But that's just what happens. So we always need to go and back up people. Not be violent, but put it down immediately. Not ever endorse violence. And so that's one thing. So understand the bystander effect. Understand that you have to be the change. That you have to truly take more than you ever thought you would be capable of carrying. So for me, I've started running just on a whim, because after 4 days I decided I have to do this. I have to run as an independent candidate, because who else will? Who else will be a voice for the people? Who else will truly represent people with their heart and compassion? And I put my love and energy into everything that I do, and I try to raise awareness to everyone, to really elevate the planet. And each of us, if we pick up as much burden as we can get there. We can get to freedom once again, and we deserve freedom in this planet. But we currently do not have freedom. We have acts and statutes that tell you you're not free, and those do not apply to sovereign people. So yeah, understand the bystander effect, be the change, please, like, help in any way you can for all the people. Like, help all of us get elected in any way you can. We need so many volunteers. I have 2,000 flyers I need to get out there. Like, we each have a lot of work to do, and we're doing it mostly on our own. So we all need to help each other. We all have to step up and be the change, because like, you are just the minority. Look at how small this crowd is compared to this entire city, and they're not as concerned as you are. So you have to be an extremely loud voice and keep being loved. And you know, I've met so many people in this crowd who I now call really close friends. I love like so many people here, and I love all of you too. And I encourage you all to make as many friends here as you can, because these people will be lifelong friends, because I've made so many from this group, and we're not going to stop until we're free, until we truly have the world that we deserve. So the only way we'll get there is with outside voices, with people who are willing to stand for the crowd. Stand up for your rights, be free, be sovereign. I love you all. Take care.
Thank you so much, Sam. Vote for Sam Kofalt. Sam, you're awesome. He's been one of our truth warriors going back to the initial marches, the No More Lockdown marches back in April. He's been so participatory. He's been just amazing, amazing, part of our amazing family.